We're in Hollywood, Florida at Hollywood Hot Glass, and we're gonna find out if my friend Jackie could teach me how to blow glass. Come on. Hey, Jackie.
Hi, Esty. Welcome to Hollywood Hot Glass.
So excited to be here.
Welcome. Yes, absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you.
Oh, these are so pretty.
Yeah, so we're going to be making a couple of blown glass objects today.
Okay, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, that one's really pretty. So first things first, it's safety. So I'm going to hand you these glasses here. And they're going to protect your eyes when we're at the heating chamber.
This is so cool.
That's one of our signature pieces as well.
It's like wave.
Yep.
That's great. This is also really beautiful.
We just capture a bunch of air in the glass to get that.
That makes it look like a wave. That's
exactly.
genius. I love how you can manipulate, like adding air, adding heat to like make it. I'm just like excited to be able to do it also because
it's a lot of fun. I get a lot of people who always come in and say, you know, this is on my bucket list, and I'm always so excited to get to share my passion with people.
Yeah.
I think we'll start with our fish here. Kind of let
cool.
you get a hand on of everything, and then we'll go to that bowl.
This is easier than this?
Believe it or not, yes.
This looks so simple.
So
looks like a hat.
It looks like a hat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So this one is a little less complicated because the more blowing you do, the more shaping and a little more complicated it gets.
Okay.
So we're only going to do a little blowing, and then we're going to be shaping these, and that's going to prepare us for doing a lot more blowing with this piece here.
You are the professional. I
Right.
defer to you. So how many colors do we get to choose for this guy?
So we're going to choose 3 colors. We're going to do one or two for the body, and one of these colors for the fins.
okay.
And then
Lips and eyes are clear?
we'll do those in clear just to, you know, if we do them in color, it slows down the process and we don't get as good of a shape for these 2 pieces here.
Oh, okay.
But with these ones, we can reheat.
Okay.
So we're gonna choose
Cool.
colors from our selection here. You wanna choose based off these discs. You've got the right idea. We're gonna pick them up and really hold them up to the light to see what they
this
look
is so
like.
pretty.
Yeah, this one's really pretty. It's like a multi-color mix.
I think this would be great on the fish.
Yeah,
like
you
the
do
rainbow
a
fish.
Yeah, I think that would be beautiful. And then what we can do, you can see it's a little bit dark. So what
Yeah.
we'll do is we'll put this white behind this, and it'll make it really bright and pastel. And what really interesting about that is, depending on the type of metal, if every color has its own unique level of softness or hardness. So for example, black and white, when you do black and white together, you have to really take your time and be careful with the way that you're shaping and controlling the heat, because that black's gonna heat up much faster than the white. So you have to
Interesting.
balance the temperatures.
That is so interesting. And it comes down to like what? Like melting point of the metals?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah?
It has to do with the metals. You're correct. You
I'm a
got it
science
right.
nerd.
Yes.
And I just cashed in. Thank you very much.
Yeah, if you're a science nerd,
a little bit. No, that is so cool.
So the first thing we're gonna do is head to our furnace to collect our base material, our hot glass. Follow
go.
me.
Let's go.
My name is Jackie Zona. I've been blowing glass for about 11 years now. I grew up in a place called Toledo, Ohio, which is known as the Glass City.
All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is take a tool. This is called a blowpipe. This is gonna allow us to get the glass from the furnace without burning our hands. It's nice and long.
Okay.
And a very important safety note while we're working today, Esty, you see that there is a tarnish and change in color in this section here.
Yeah.
This portion of the pipe is gonna get very hot while we're working on it. So we only ever wanna touch on the back half here.
Yeah, I don't want my hands to look like this.
Woo! Yeah,
kidding.
it's already a little warm.
That's so, wow, my hands look like this.
So this right
It's
here.
okay, I have mom hands.
In college, I had the opportunity to take some classes, and I really fell in love with it. We have this joke in the glass community that we call the glass bug, and once you get bitten, it's hard to go back. That was the case for me.
And now inside of here, this is our furnace. The glass lives in here at its melting point of 2,100 degrees Fahrenheit. It's very hot. It is the same temperature.
2,100?
2,100 degrees Fahrenheit. Yep.
Okay. At 2,000, we're not good to go. It's
Yeah.
2,100.
2,100. At 2,000, it's going to be tacky, but not quite right. 2,100 is the sweet spot. And once I open this, you are going to feel the heat. And this orange glow that you're seeing in here, this is just basically a big puddle of glass.
Oh my.
And like a honey wand, I'm gonna just twirl it up right on the end. So we come in here, and you can see I'll break the surface, and then I'll just twist. The more I twist, the more glass I pick up.
Oh wow.
All right, so now that we have our first layer on here.
We have lava.
Yes, exactly. And that's the same temperature, actually. Glass and molten lava are around the same temperature.
Oh wow.
And you can see that I'm always keeping this turning. If I don't, the glass actually starts to fall to the ground.
Oh, I see that.
So
like
we always
honey.
we always keep it moving. And we're gonna get this really hot. And then in a moment, we're gonna turn right around to the color and tap it in those trays.
I see it falling.
That movement's my heat indicator. So I'm actually waiting until it starts to move.
Until it like liquefies?
It starts to, yeah, exactly. Then we just tap this, and now we're gonna lift, we'll keep it turning, and we're gonna come back to our reheating chamber. You got it.
Esty did a great job. She was a natural, very good at turning the pipe, which I think is one of the hardest parts. Is you have to keep that glass balanced when you're heating it up, and if you don't keep it balanced, it's hard to work with it.
This is so cool. It's actually really hot. Opposite of cool.
And take that now, because it's ready for
Okay.
us. That's perfectly done. So then we're gonna turn around, back to that
way?
table, you got it. And now we're gonna go for the multicolor.
This is our rainbow fish color. Oh,
Exactly. No, you're doing great. And we just kind of let it lay in there. Then we're gonna move on to the next side. And we're gonna let it go a little bit longer this time. We're melting the whole thing in.
Sorry. Okay.
You can see that texture flattening a bit.
Yeah.
So now that we've got our color in here, what we need to do is get some air inside of here because our fish is going to be hollow. So this little move right here is called marvering.
That's like magic. They just appeared.
Yeah,
That
the
is
color comes right
wild.
back. That's from, this marver is just made of metal, and the metal is cold compared to the glass. So it's just cooling it down a little bit for us.
Oh wow.
So now what I'm gonna do is create, just like with a balloon where you first have to really blow hard to break the tension,
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna do. We call this a starter bubble. I'm gonna blow into the pipe and then
Okay.
trap the air by covering up the mouthpiece. So I'm gonna lift this up.
Oh wow.
Then we trap and hold.
I feel like a little kid right now. I think this is so great.
I always feel a little
To
bit
see
like,
this with your own eyes, it's like, I mean, you must be used to it by now because you do this all the time.
you know, you never truly get used to the joy of the glass, watching it expand and move.
Right. Oh, I saw that.
Now, we're just gonna wait for it to puff up a little bit more.
I guess because glass is so unpredictable that it's always like a new adventure when you're creating something.
So now that we have our air bubble in there, you're gonna take a seat for me right at the bench.
Okay. Jackie, this is pretty scary. This looks like a torture station over here.
You know, the reason for that is because the tools, in the thousands of years that glass has been around, the tools have barely changed. These
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. So these look almost exactly like what you would have seen on a tool bench 1,000 years ago or
So
2,000 years
cool.
ago. So that's why they kind of look like that. They're all big old metal tools.
Yeah.
Now we've got like a mark. We know where we're going to go. You can come on off. And once I give this some heat, that's the beeswax we use on there to lubricate them, that smoke.
Oh, wow. It's so hard to like wrap my head around that this is glass.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's like a Play-Doh or
Yeah.
a Laffy Taffy or something right now. Go ahead and
It's
come
like
on
slime.
off. Yeah. So we're gonna do a little traditional glass blowing here. Let's start with gentle air. Go
Okay.
for it.
Ready?
Yep. Good, just like that. A little bit harder. A little more. Stop, good. Now we're gonna stretch this out.
Oh, did you see that flame? That was cool.
Esty did a really great job of just keeping everything even. She did a great job with like controlling the blowing. I was really impressed because it requires a lot of control. You need to be able to both pay attention to what you're doing and listen out for what I'm telling you, because when it's time to stop blowing in the glass, you gotta stop. If you keep going, it'll get too thin.
So now go ahead and start to blow gently. A little gentler. Stop. A little bit more. A little more. A little more power. And stop. That's perfect. Oh, wow! Suddenly we go from blob to fish body.
That's cool, by the way. It's already cool.
It's really neat how, like, in glass, there's a lot of setup until you do one move and suddenly, like, the item begins to
Everything
appear.
changes.
Yep. This is the texture tool. It looks like a pair of tweezers with like almost like a seashell at the bottom
Yeah.
here. This is what's gonna give us the texture to our glass. So I've taken a little piece of glass and I've covered it in the blue for our fins. Then I'm just gonna melt that color in very quickly. The first fin that we're gonna do is that top slash tail fin. Then
I think it's called a dorsal fin.
dorsal fin, yep, you're right.
I know my stuff, Jackie.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
just
new to
food.
Florida.
It's not just food.
Now I want you to give this a 180 flip.
Ready?
Yep. Good, just like that. All right, turn really quick. I just want to make sure it's nice and even.
How long did it take you to learn all of this? Or is it just something that you accumulated over 12 years?
It takes a while. I would say that most people agree that there's about a 3 or 4 year learning curve with glass to really kind of get things down. I'm just gonna come in here. I'm just gonna pull that out a little bit. Pull that out a little bit, just giving it a little bit of movement. And then
Like it cooled
we're
off.
gonna go for the side fins next. There you go, perfect, good tight squeeze. Excellent. Come on off. Same thing here. Good, come on off. And then let me show you how to do, we're gonna do this. So we're gonna pull this one down like this,
Oh,
and I'm gonna let you go for the other one. You got it, just like that. Grab a little bit more. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Good job.
Beautiful.
Looks good. All right, and then we're gonna go for his sitting fin next. So set that down for me. And then I'm just gonna make sure this will stand well. First I do it with a piece of cardboard, and then I'm just gonna come over here and use the little metal shelf and just make sure she stands well. And we're gonna do the clear eyes. I'll be right back. heat those eyes up and soften them. And do we want to put some color on the lips or do we want to keep them clear?
Yeah, should we do red lips or what?
Hold on to this like this.
Am I doing
just like that? Yep, you're just gonna hold it like that. Just a little extra support for it.
Wow.
And then I'm going to attach
A little pucker. It's so cute. No regrets.
perfect. And then this comes right in here. Now she's going to slowly cool down or heat overnight tonight.
A lot less delicious to be working with glass, but just like candy, you know, it cools off. You have to melt it to get it to be malleable, and then it cools off. But unlike candy, the glass has to cool off at a slow temperature. It'll just explode. So I'm glad that she taught us that, because if we were just solo in this shop, we would go home and wake up to kind of a very messy area.
Awesome, so that is our fish. You can see that's like a little bit of blowing and a lot of sculpting and pulling.
Yeah.
The ruffle bowl that we're gonna do next, that one is gonna be a lot of blowing and shaping. So it's kind of a little more advanced than the other one.
I feel like we can do it.
Yeah,
I feel like I
absolutely.
can do anything right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
Right,
I'm
Josh?
drenched in sweat, so like, let's go.
Makes you feel invincible. Okay, Esty, now that we've made the fish, I think it's time to move on to the bowl. So we call this a ruffle bowl. And this is gonna be a little bit more blowing action. We're gonna get this wider, and it's very dynamic. We're gonna spin it out into a plate and let it hang to a bowl.
I think we picked out some colors here. I kind of want to mimic like sunset vibes. Like I think that would be so pretty, like spun into, I don't know. I see that working together. I feel like when, you know, when nature puts colors together, then they match.
Yeah.
So then this looks like it would be a good combo. So we've got orange, we have pink, purple, and white.
And this is the same as the fish. If we don't turn this, it wants to drip right off the pipe.
Right.
So we're gonna head back to our colors now. So for this first layer, I'm gonna place the color on all of the sides. But this is gonna differ from the fish in that we're gonna place the other colors in different sections. So we'll make a little bit
Like
more
a sunset, like a gradient.
We're just gonna melt this color in, and then we're gonna let it cool down and place a little layer of clear on top of it. We're just cooling this down because if the orange touches the white directly, it will turn brown.
Oh.
So to prevent that, we're gonna put a thin layer of clear between the colors, and then they won't, the brown happens because of a chemical interaction between the two colors.
Right, so it's not like paint where the orange and the white would just make a more pale orange.
Exactly, yeah, the colors don't mix, they're caused by chemical interactions.
I do this in my sleep.
I do sometimes. This time I'm gonna use this diamond shear tool. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna trim off, we have a little excess glass more than we need, so we're gonna shorten it up. But as I churn it as well, you can see that it begins to create that swirl.
Yeah.
Now, we can leave it with a nice loose twist like this, or I can heat it up and twist it one more time and get the twist a little tighter. It's up to you.
I think we should tighten it.
All right, let's do it.
It's really cool because just like if you have honey on a spoon, like that's how we were working with the glass on the pipe. You know, you have to kind of keep rotating it so that it stays within the section that you want it. And then you have to heat it up if it gets a little bit too cool. Then you have to cool it off if it gets a little bit too hot, and keep playing with temperatures back and forth until you have the shape that you need. And even when filling it with air, you have to fill it and then hold that like mouthpiece so that the air doesn't escape right back out, because the glass doesn't really want to hold that space for the air. So as you're forcing it to stay in, it makes space for it.
And you're gonna go for the jacks, the tool right next to you.
This guy?
Yep, you're gonna hold them points forward, and we're gonna squeeze a line in here just like with the other piece. Perfect, keep going. Take a breath if you need one. Give me a little more power now. Good, stop. We're gonna squeeze that line a bit. Right on that same spot. You got it, nice and tight. Stop, perfect. So now we've got to open this up nice and wide.
Am I on this side?
Yeah, come to the over here, right here.
Oh, here?
Yeah, so
Okay.
when I come back, what we're gonna do is you're gonna be helping me from outside of the bench, like on that same circle area. And we're gonna make this nice and wide.
Okay.
Oh, that's such a good line. You did so good on that line. Normally it's all jagged and I have to fix it, but that was perfect.
You're welcome. Anytime, Jackie.
You're a natural. And then I'm just gonna make sure the temperature's all even.
That is so cool.
There we go.
Wow.
And then this is gonna go in the oven to slowly cool down overnight tonight.
I don't know, I never really thought of where a bowl comes from, but now making it, I have a newfound appreciation for all the glass pieces that I ever see.
Look at that.
Oh, she's so pretty.
That is beautiful.
Good, don't drop her. I worked really hard on this, Jackie.
I won't, I promise. Go ahead and shut that. Excellent job. Killer, that looks so good.
No sweat. Just kidding, all the sweat.
Lots of sweat.
So much sweat. It was so exciting to come out here and blow glass with Jackie at Hollywood Hot Glass. I've always been fascinated by glass, but I've never known how intricate it is and how labor intense it is and how hot it is. And there was a lot of sweating today, but I think it was worth every drop. Jackie, thank you so much. So when are these ready? Tomorrow?
They'll be ready tomorrow. So they cool down
Wait.
overnight. It's like
Okay.
a 12 to 14 hour cycle. Otherwise, it will crack and break into a million pieces from cooling
No, we
too
can't have
quickly.
that. We worked too hard on this.
Yeah, those were beautiful. So they'll be ready for you starting tomorrow.
Thank
Did
you.
A really good job. I'm
I can't wait
impressed.
to display them. They're going to be in my kitchen
Oh, I
behind all
love
the
to hear
cooking
that.
things. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
absolutely. It was a
Sweaty
hug. Sweaty hug. Yes, indeed. Bye. Bye.
Hi. I'm here to pick up. Are they ready? Ah! I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Oh, wow.
It turned out so nice.
Oh, I love it. Even though it's so similar to candy, I actually was worried that I wouldn't be able to do it. So even though I still can't whistle, I can blow glass. And it's really fun to try new things. And when you're not afraid to fail because it's fun along the process, you might just be surprised at what you can actually succeed in. It's, you know, I kind of love that you can't tell what the colors are until it cools off because you have this suspense building inside. Okay, now my fishy. We need to find a good name for my fishy. Oh, it's so cute! How cute is this? Oh, I love it. It came out perfect. This is amazing. I'm gonna go high five Jackie one more time because she's the best.
I love when people come in and they tell me, oh, this is, I've never done this. I've always wanted to do that. Because I felt the same way. Like when I got to college, that was the first time I got to touch, a glass pipe to play with the glass. And that was life-changing for me. So I really want to provide that same kind of experience for people and hope that other people, even if it's just for that day, like find that light and heat and happiness that comes from the glass, for me anyway.
It's so cute, the red lips.
Really nice.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. This was a lot of fun.